The Senate has screened President Muhammadu Buhari's senior special assistant on social media, Loretta Onochie, and 5 others as national commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, a Federal High Court of Appeal in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, has convicted 6 Nigerians for allegedly funding Boko Haram insurgents with $782,000. The appellate court upheld the conviction after losing an earlier appeal at a lower court. It was reported on Monday that 2 suspects, Surajo Abubakar Mohammed and Saleh Yusuf Adamu, were sentenced to life imprisonment, while 4 others, Ibrahim Ali Hassan, Abdul Rahman Ado Musa, Bashar Ali Yusuf, and Mohammed Ibrahim Isa, were sentenced to 10-year imprisonment each. Court documents revealed that between 2015 and 2016, the convicts were allegedly involved in cash transfers totaling $782,000 to Boko Haram terrorists. At number 9, the United Nations Children's Fund has said that about 950 pupils have been abducted from schools by gunmen in the last 6 months. The United Nations agency said this on Wednesday, expressing concern about the attacks and abduction of children in some parts of West and Central Africa. In a statement issued in New York, UNICEF urged stakeholders in the education sector to unite at reducing children's vulnerability and increasing their resilience to keep pupils safe from harm. At number 8, bandits have attacked Aguwan Gimbia community in Kaduna State and abducted some residents. A resident of the community who spoke with newsmen said the bandits, who came in large numbers, invaded the community around 11 p.m. on Wednesday with sophisticated weapons. The resident said 5 houses were attacked during the invasion. Hundreds of residents reportedly took to the streets to protest the abductions, blocking the road along Sabon Tasha area of the Kaduna metropolis. At number 7, the federal government has demanded a full and unconditional return of the 1,130 Benin artifacts that were looted in the 19th century and domiciled in museums in Germany. Nigeria's Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, made the demand in Berlin, Germany, during separate meetings with the German Minister of State for Culture, Professor Monika Groters, and the German Foreign Minister, Heiko Maas. The Special Assistant to the President on Media, Office of the Minister, Segun Adeyemi, revealed details of the meeting in a statement released on Thursday. Mohammed was quoted as stressing that return of the looted artifacts should be whole rather than substantial. At number 6, the Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Police Brutality and Other Related Offences in Bayelsa State has awarded 21 billion naira to victims of extrajudicial killings perpetrated by the police and other security operatives. Young Ogola, the panel's chairman, disclosed this while submitting a report to the state governor, Doye Diri. Ogola said the panel received and determined 50 petitions and made recommendations based on their findings. According to him, out of the 50 cases, 11 police officers were recommended for prosecution, 1 for dismissal, 4 for demotion, while the panel struck out 8 cases and adjourned 2. He explained that the 21 billion naira was awarded in damages out of the 40 cases fully determined, adding that the amount included compensation to communities raised down by the Nigerian army. At number 5, the federal government says it plans to generate 2.62 trillion naira revenue from taxing Nigerians through value-added tax in 2022. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, disclosed this after the meeting of the Federal Executive Council, which was presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja on Wednesday. She said her ministry presented a memo to FEC with a 2022 projected revenue of 6.54 trillion naira and 2.62 trillion naira to accrue to the Federation account and value-added tax, respectively. At number 4, the federal government says it has made moves to freeze the bank account of MultiChoice over 1.8 trillion naira tax debt. The Federal Inland Revenue Service said it had engaged banks as agents to freeze and recover 1.8 trillion naira from accounts of MultiChoice Nigeria Limited and MultiChoice Africa. This was made known in a statement issued on Thursday by Abdullahi Ahmed, the Director of Communications and Liaison Department of FIRS. The service explained that the decision to appoint the banks as agents and freeze the accounts was due to MultiChoice's continued refusal to grant FIRS access to their servers for audit. At number 3, the Federal High Court in Abuja has granted bail to the former registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, Dibu Ojerinde, in the sum of 200 million naira with 2 sureties. Justice Obiora Egwatu, who granted Ojerinde's prayer on Thursday after taking the arguments of counsel to the parties in the matter, said one of the sureties must be a professor at a federal university, while the other surety must own a property in Abuja worth 200 million naira. The judge, who ruled that the sureties must produce the evidence of 3 years tax payment, adjourned the matter until July 22nd and 23rd for a hearing. Recall that the court had on July 6th rejected Ojerinde's bail application after taking his plea on the 18-count charge preferred against him by the Anti-Corruption Agency. At number 2, the House of Representatives has begun probing the alleged mismanagement of over 19 billion naira meant for the rehabilitation of railways in the country. The House also resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to immediately begin the investigation to uncover circumstances surrounding the non-implementation of the said contract almost 10 years after its award. Recall that the House of Representatives had on Tuesday, December 21, 2020, decided to carry out a comprehensive investigation into a 19.2 billion naira railway rehabilitation contract awarded to a company incorporated in 2011. Finally, at number 1, the Senate has screened President Muhammadu Buhari's senior special assistant on social media, Loretta Onochie, and 5 others as national commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The nominees were screened on Thursday at the Senate wing of the National Assembly. Onochie is being screened despite condemnations and public outcry against her nomination as INEC commissioner. Recall that last week, the leadership of the People's Democratic Party had stormed the National Assembly complex to protest against the screening of Onochie. The opposition party said Onochie is a card-carrying member of the ruling All Progressives Congress, and by virtue of her political affiliation with the APC, she is not fit and proper to be appointed as an election officer, as she may pollute the atmosphere of neutrality and fair play in the commission should the Senate approve her nomination. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.